morning, Rehab. It is so good to see you. I'm Dr. Zeb Talley, and I am honored to be here with you. Listen, it's the last Sunday of 2020. I don't know about anybody else, but I literally woke up this morning and thought to myself, how in the world did we get here? I mean, am I the only person that really feels like it just seems like it was yesterday when it was March before all of this Corona stuff started? I just cannot believe this year not only went the way it went, but it flew by as fast as it did. This was just a fast year. This year went by way too fast. But wow, we made it. If you are listening to me, I'm here to tell you, you're blessed. You are blessed if you are able to tune in this morning and hear my voice. You are blessed. It is a blessing to be alive. And even if you're not all the way well, you have the ability to change that. And I can't wait to talk about it this morning. So good morning to you. Good morning to you and all of our networks. I'm getting ready to walk through all of those. If you have not already, regardless of the network that you're on, I want you to share this video, like this video, heart this video. I want you to start tagging people now and tell them to tune in. I'm so excited to be here for the last Sunday of 2020, and certainly praying that God has been blessing each of you all week long. If I had not told you, I didn't talk to a lot of people this weekend. So let me just say it now. Merry Christmas to all of you. I certainly pray that you had a fantastic Christmas, that you enjoyed yourself, enjoyed your family, enjoyed your friends, whoever you chose to spend your time with. I'm certainly praying that you had a phenomenal weekend and that you were grateful for what you have, grateful for what you don't have, because it truly is the reason why we celebrate the season. It's bigger than what we receive. And I'm certainly praying that you have had a fantastic Christmas filled with all kinds of blessings and just joy and rest. All right. And so I've been praying for you. Now, let's get into this. I got to walk through the networks. I want to walk through the program, and then I've got to get into this word. It's going to be more science this morning. But I'm telling you, what a way to end 2020 to prepare for 2021. It's going to be powerful, and I'm just stoked. I could not wait to get here this morning and share this word with you, share this message with you. All right, so Facebook, I'll start with you. Good morning to you. It is good to see you, and certainly praying that you have had a fantastic weekend and week, and certainly praying that all is well with you and your family. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that share button, hit that love button. I need you to tag 5 people right now. Tell them to get their hind parts up, or even if they don't want to get up, they can roll over in the bed, grab their cell phone, and get this word going out of 2020. This word is going to help to reset your tone and your perspective on 2020, and it's going to prepare your mind to get ready for what's coming in 2021. And so this is a powerful word. We're setting tone. We're continuing in this series, the power of what we believe, or what you believe, and I cannot wait to share it with you. All right, so Facebook, good morning. Make sure you say good morning when you come into the room this morning, and then tag 5 people quickly. Tell them to tune in, and I promise you, they're going to be blessed by this message. Instagram, good morning to you. It is good to see you. I'm turned this way. Those of you on the other networks, because I'm looking directly at Instagram this morning. It's good to see you, and certainly praying that you have had a fantastic week. Now, do me a favor. I need you to fill it up with hearts if you're on the line. Let's get that number climbing up. I want you to look at your friends list, hit that @ symbol, tag 5 people, and tell them to tune in this morning. All right. Would you do that? Hit that @ symbol, tag 5 people, tell them to tune in. Make sure you say good morning. I'm so grateful for you, Instagram, and those of you that tune in exclusively through Instagram. And I believe this message is going to be powerful. And I'm so grateful that you joined us this morning. All right. So again, hit the hearts. Good. I see them flying up the screen. Hit those hearts. And now I need you to hit that @ symbol and tag 5 people and tell them to tune in. This message this morning is really, again, going to reset your perspective on 2020. And it's going to set your tone for 2021. Because I'm here to tell y'all, I ain't talking about nothing for the next couple of weeks, but what you believe in the power of manifestation. That's all I'm dealing with. I'm telling you now. Because I have received some great revelation on some things that really have the ability to change the trajectory of your life. And so Instagram, good morning. Good. I see the hearts flying. Thank you so much. Hit that @ symbol, tag 5 people. Let's get it popping. YouTube. Let's go YouTube next. Good morning to you. Those of you that are subscribed on our YouTube channel, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, you can subscribe by going to @TheREHABCC. You can find us at TheREHABCC. and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And do me a favor, even in the comments on YouTube, make sure you say good morning. Make sure you let us know that you're tuned in. And then I want you to invite 5 people. You may have some friends that are not on social media, that don't have any social media networks or channels. I want you to hit, grab your phone, text 5 people, do something and tell them to tune in this morning, again, to a powerful message that is going to give some conclusion to 2020, that is going to reframe your mind concerning 2020. And that's going to position you to get ready to see 2021 in an entirely different way. I'm telling you, it's going to be powerful. And YouTube, I'm so grateful for those of you that tune in, that subscribe to our channel, and that tune in faithfully on that channel. And then finally, Twitter, Periscope, good morning to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know on Periscope, we've only got 2 or 3 more months before Periscope is completely eliminated, for those of you that have not heard. And so we'll be removing that channel and that network there. And we really hate that. But we certainly encourage you to consider YouTube and other networks in a couple of months to continue to tune in. But until then, thank you so much for tuning in and joining in. Do me a favor, fill up the screen with hearts. Let me know that you're tuned in. And then go to your Twitter friends list, your followers, and hit that @ symbol again and tag 5 people and tell them to tune in. I'm so grateful for those of you on Periscope, near and far, locally here in the Triad, as far as Germany and France. We've had viewers who consistently tuned in this year from other countries, and I'm grateful for you for tuning in. And I'm so grateful to see you this morning on a cold morning here in North Carolina. I'm just grateful to see you. All right, did we go through all the channels? Have y'all tagged 5 people? I need y'all to tag 5 people like fast. Hurry up, do it fast, because I really got to get into this word. Good morning to all of you. I see so many of you saying good morning to me, and good morning to all of you. And it is really good to see you, and certainly praying that you've had a fantastic week. All right, let me get myself together, my faculties together. Let's get ready to walk through our declaration. Can we do that? Let's get ready to walk through our declaration. Listen, have you been doing your homework? I hope all of you have written your declaration. And not only do I hope you have written your declaration, I hope you have been saying your declaration every single day, right? We talked about this, the power of declaring things into the earth and expecting those things to take place. I need you to do that. If you have not written your declaration, you are behind. I need you to write your declaration. This is the last week of the year. I need you to write your declarations, your daily affirmations, and every single morning when you get up, after you pray, read your affirmations, your declarations out loud in your own voice. You need to hear what you believe in your own voice. And I'm here to tell you from personal experience, you're going to start to see some things happening. You're going to start to see some things moving. And what you don't even realize is if you said it, you can see it. And we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. And so make sure you are saying your daily affirmations, because the power of life and death truly is truly connected to what you say. It's in your tongue. It's in your words and what you speak. And so make sure you're doing that. All right. So let's go through our declarations. The last time we'll say the declaration for 2020. And I'm so grateful for our declaration. It's a powerful thing that we repeat every single Sunday on our broadcast. And then certainly when we're here physically in the church. And so I want you to repeat after me or say this with me, the declaration, and it's going to bless you. Are you ready? Let's do it. Restore. We declare that everything that is broken, lost, hurt, or destroyed that belongs to us and has been designed by God is restored. My faith is restored. My joy is restored. My mind is restored. Even my lost time is restored. I am no longer broken. The fact that I'm alive means I have another chance. My faith has restored me, and right now, his love is making me whole. Let's do evangelize. You ready? Repeat with me. Evangelize. We declare that God helped us so we can help somebody else. He loved me when I was unlovable. He changed me when I was a mess. His love lifted me when I was down. I'm not perfect, but I'm free. And anything that came for me can't keep me. Because I'm free, my circle is next. My family is saved. My friends are blessed. My plans are successful. My goals are ahead of schedule. and anything connected to me is blessed just like me. Hope. We declare that everything that is missing is not lost. In Jesus, I have hope, and this hope makes me confident. It doesn't matter what happens to me or around me, I'm going to win. My relationships are winning. My goals are winning. My family is winning. My neighbor is winning. This city will win, and my role has the victory. My past is defeated, and my future is brighter today than it was yesterday. All right, good. Let's do alternatives. You ready? Say it with me. We declare that God made us different. I'm a royal child, the light of the world, and the hope of my city. I respect the past, but I don't look like what I've been through. I love the church, and my life is balanced. I love coming to church, but I like flights, boats, and vacations. My whole life is blessed. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am a lender, not a borrower. And every place I go belongs to me. All right, let's do it. Breakthrough. This is the last time you're going to say breakthrough for the year 2020. Are you ready? Let's do it. Breakthrough. We declare that God has a breakthrough with our name on it. I have some challenges, but I am not defeated. No weapon formed against me can prosper. And I know that all things are working for my good. Things are not breaking down. They are about to break through. There is a breakthrough in my career. There is a breakthrough in my home. There is a breakthrough in my health. There is a breakthrough in my finances. I am here on purpose, for a purpose, and everything that went wrong is getting ready to turn around. Listen, if you said the declaration with me, I want you to type this in the comments. I need you to declare this in the atmosphere, wherever your atmosphere is. I want you to declare this in the atmosphere right now. Come on, put this in the atmosphere. You ready? 2021 will be a better year. Come on, 2021, it ain't deep or heavy, will be a better year. Come on, 2021. I want you to type it in the comments now. Will be a better year. I'm here to tell you, if you're tuning in to me and you really receive what I'm about to say to you right now, I'm here to tell you, just as I said last week, I'm going to say it again today. This year, many of you had to be strong, but in 2021, many of you are going to get to be happy. It's going to be a better year for you. A year that is filled with happiness, a year that is filled with joy, a year, watch this, that is not filled with unexpected stuff, but it's going to be a year that's filled with expected stuff. You are literally going to chart out your blessings and your miracles and your breakthroughs and the wonderful things that are going to happen into your life in 2021. I want you to type it in the comments, and I need you to declare it now. 2021 will be a better year. Come on, I need to see it. 2021 will be a better year. And not just for you, it's going to be a better year for everybody connected to you. You ain't going to be the only one winning next year. You're not going to be the only one that's making it next year. But I'm here to tell you that everything connected to you, everybody connected to you is going to also reap a wonderful year because of what's about to happen in your life. And you've got to declare it. You've got to walk in that. You've got to walk by faith, knowing that 2021 will be a better, a more solid year, probably the most solid year you have ever had in your life. And I want you to walk in faith and believe it. All right. 2021 will be a better year. You've got to plan and start moving now like it is going to be a better year. I can't stress this enough. Some of you cried a lot of tears in 2020. And it was more than just a pandemic. I'm not just talking about coronavirus. Many of you cried a lot of tears in 2020 off of a whole lot of different things. 2020 was a rough year for you. And you had to fight like heck to be strong. But in 2021, you're going to be chilling and you're going to be happier than you have ever been in your life. And I'm here to tell you, if you receive that, if you haven't already, type it in the comments. 2021 will be a better year. I ain't even thinking about coronavirus. I'm talking about in your life. I'm talking about in your finances. I'm talking about in your relationships. I'm talking about in your career. I'm talking about in your health. I don't care what the doctor said to you. I don't care what the doctor said to you and what the doctor has claimed over your life. You're going to chill in 2021 like you have never chilled before. I'm here to tell you, your stress levels are coming down. Your cortisol levels are coming down. You're going to be chilling in 2021. I'm talking that whole flights, boats, and vacations line. Some of y'all have no idea. The Lord dropped this in my spirit. I think it was Friday. Dropped in my spirit Friday night and said to me that in 2021, the people will relax like they've never relaxed before. I know y'all don't want this because you know, y'all want me to tell you you'll be a millionaire and all that. I ain't got that word for you today. I got a word that says you're going to relax in 2021 like you have never relaxed before. And I don't know who I'm talking to besides me, because I know for Pastor, let me just go ahead and tell you what's in the atmosphere. Pastor taking a vacation per quarter. So every 3 months, I'm taking a vacation. Y'all don't like this. Every single 3 months, I'm taking a vacation. It is what I am manifesting. It is what will take place. It ain't a matter of what might happen. I'm telling you right now, every 3 months, Pastor out of here. He taking a vacation going somewhere. Why? Because many of you struggled like heck in 2020. People don't even realize you was walking around one hard storm away from having a nervous breakdown, one hard wind away from having a breakdown. Some of y'all was ready to fight, folks. You was one hard storm away from completely crumbling under the pressure. You did that in 2020 and you made it. You had to be strong in 2020, but I declare you're going to laugh in 2021. You're going to smile in 2021. You're going to be happy in 2021 in ways like you have never been happy before. I'm telling you, you better embrace it. You better get ready to chill next year. You better get ready to relax next year. You better get ready to really enjoy and embrace your life. I'm talking about walking around laughing at stupid stuff for no reason, because God is going to replace your tears this year with joy next year. And I want you to be encouraged by it. I'm telling you, I need to move on because I've got to teach, but the Lord is tugging me here. And I just got to make sure that I remind all of you not to get discouraged. You have made it to the last Sunday of the year. And I'm telling you, you ain't got but about 4 more days to have to be strong, because in 2021, you're going to be happy. I don't know who this for, but you're going to be happy in 2021. All of this struggling stuff and crying stuff. No, go ahead and get them tears out. Go ahead and get the fighting out. Go ahead and get the screaming and the crying out. Get all of that out. People are going to wish that they had taken better advantage of where you were in 2020. Because in 2021, you ain't going to even care. You're going to be happier than you ever been. You're going to be smiling more than you ever smiled. You're going to be okay more than you ever been okay. And you're going to be happy and laughing more than you've ever laughed. I'm telling you, if Pastor taking a vacation every 3 months, get your rehab, are y'all listening to me? I'm just telling you now, Pastor's going to be gone at least 4 times this year, period. At least. If Pastor taking a vacation once every 3 months, you better make up in your mind that you ain't going to be stressed in 2021. You have to make sure that you make your happiness and the things you are expecting God to manifest in your life. You got to make sure you make your happiness a priority in 2021. If you make your happiness a priority, God's going to make some things happen for you. Yes, you had to be strong in 2020. I'm trying to move, but you're going to be happy in 2021. And I want you to embrace it. I ain't got no slogan. Don't ask me for no slogan for 2021. I don't have a slogan. But what I do have is a word. And that word is, I promise you, people going to think you on crack. They're going to think you high. They're going to think somebody slipped something in your drink. They're going to think you walking around drunk or high all the time because they're not going to understand why your attitude is so pleasant, why your demeanor is so pleasant. And I ain't talking about fake happiness. I'm not talking about fake happiness. I'm talking about real, sincere happiness. Some of you are going to be happy in 2021, and it's going to be a joy that only God can give because you went through a hell that only the devil could give you. Did y'all hear what I said? You're going to have a joy in 2021 that only God can give because you went through a hell in 2020 that only the devil could hand out to you. But if you would embrace what God is about to do in your life, you're going to be happy like you've never been before. Let me tell you something. I'm going to just go and take it a step further. For those of you that are embracing, because I see something, and I think that's Eric, and that's a great idea. I'm going to go ahead and take that now. Listen, some of you are even putting in the comments where you going. Do me a favor. I want you to type in the comments right now. If you like Pastor, and you're going to make travel, and you're going to make relaxation, and you're going to make rest, and you're going to make happiness a part of your 2021, a priority, I want you to put in the comments right now one place you go. Now, I'm not putting mine in the comments because I don't want to go there and see none of y'all. I'm being honest. Pastor want to go, I'm cutting my phone off, I'm throwing it in the water. Don't call me, don't text me, don't do nothing. I want you to put it in the comments right now, one place that you going in 2021. Now, if you don't believe it, don't type it. Look, some of y'all scared. Look at the comments getting slow. If you don't believe it, don't type it. I love it. Look at these guys. Egypt, France. This is crazy. I love it. I want you to put it in the comments, and don't just type it. You got to believe it. You don't even realize that when you typed it, you are already speaking to it. You are already putting that thing in manifestation, in motion. Yes, my phone is going in the water. Don't y'all call me. Don't text me. I like Dubai, Elder Misty. Don't call me, don't text me, don't do none of that. Pastor gonna disappear. I'll just buy a phone 4 times next year. I'm throwing the phone away. Don't bother me. And I ain't talking for 2 days. I'm talking about 7 to 10 days. Pastor, out of here. Let me tell you something. You have to make a choice to be happy. Some of y'all making trips. Some of y'all making plans. Now I see you, New York, Jamaica. Pastor, you losing your mind this morning. No, I'm not. New York, Jamaica, Maine. I like that, Sister Wanda. Maine, a cruise out of the country, anywhere. I'm with you. Listen, at this point, you just got to make being happy and relaxing a priority for your 2021. You went through so much hell in 2020. You went through so much hell in 2020. And you are going to be able to relax in 2021. And you've got to make it a part of what you declare. You've got to make it a part of what you affirm every single day. Y'all don't even realize it. But in my daily affirmation, my places are in my affirmation. I ain't telling y'all out loud, but my places are in my affirmation. And I say it all day. And I'm going to take it a step further. Not only are my places in my affirmation, I say stuff like the trip is paid in full. Y'all don't want to have church this morning. Yeah, I say stuff like the trip is paid in full, and I'm already moving in that space. Already, I started looking at arrangements earlier this week. Already looking at arrangements. Let me tell you something. If you believe it, God can make it happen. I don't care if you just go to Charlotte. Get away from where you are. I don't care if you get in your car and ride 45 minutes away. Get you a nice hotel, check in, cut your phone off, and relax. You hear me? Relax. I see you. Some of y'all are saying that some of your places are in your affirmation. Absolutely. You got to be specific with your affirmation. Don't just talk in broad terms. I don't need a broad word. I want a specific word. Y'all hear what I'm saying? And so you got to be specific in your affirmations, and God's going to do that. I'm here to tell you, he's going to do it, and I'm excited. All right, let me shut up because I got to get I got to get into this word. Y'all still typing places. Go ahead and type places. While you're doing this, I want to give you another assignment, and this is so important. And even if I don't have a lot of time to teach today, I'm okay with that. But I'm going to get through a couple of these bullet points because I've got to set a tone for next year. As some of you are still typing comments because many of you are receiving this. You're receiving this now, and I love it. I want you to also think about this. We do not have a Life Study Tuesday. Hear me. But next Tuesday, the first Tuesday in January, we will be doing our vision board party virtually. We're going to do our vision board experience virtually. And those of you that are members of Rehab and have been with me for some time, you know that every single vision board experience that we have, I ask you to think about what your one word will be for 2021 or for the new year. All right. And so not this Tuesday. We have no life study this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday, we are doing a virtual vision board experience right here, 7:08 p.m., the first Tuesday in January. So there is no life study this Tuesday. You enjoy your family. If you've got some days off, enjoy your days off. I've got some work I need to be doing around the house. You enjoy yourself. But the first Tuesday in January, I want you to remember your one word. So you've got between now and next week to think, what is my one word going to be? And we're going to have a virtual vision board experience. Nikki Watson, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I just called you out on my broadcast. I need to talk to you. Hit me up when this is over. All right. We are going to have a vision board experience. This is so crazy how you can manifest things. This is insane. We're going to have a vision board experience the first Tuesday in January. There is no life study this Tuesday, but I want to do a virtual vision board party. And you know how we do it at Rehab. Think about your one word. My word for 2020 was influence. All right. So I want you to think about what your one word is. I don't care what your word is. Your word might be character. Your word might be strength. Your word might be relaxation. I think 2021, my word might be either relaxation or happy. I don't know, but it's going to be something along those lines. But think about what your one word is, because in the middle of your vision board, everything that you envision for your life should connect to your word, right? So if your word is influence, then everything that you're striving to do should connect to influence. If your word is happiness, everything that you're striving to do should connect to happiness, right? So think about your one word. You've got an assignment. Think about what your one word will be for 2021. And then I want you to bring that one word to the vision board experience next Tuesday. And we'll send out more information between now and then on other instructions, because I want you to have your cardboard and your materials and all of that stuff prepared. And we're going to walk through that the first Tuesday in January. And I'm so excited. I've got a unique format in mind, and I think you all are going to enjoy it. All right. So that's the first Tuesday in January. I sound like a broken record. We want to make sure that you get this. First Tuesday in January, 7:08 p.m. Our vision board experience will take place. There is no life study Tuesday. You enjoy your week. All right. And then next Sunday is Super Sunday. So don't forget, we'll be sowing our first Sunday Super Seed. It's a $99 seed. It's the first Sunday in the year. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of you that participated in December. And we're doing this because we are thinking about our building location and what we're going to do in 2021. 2021 is going to be a Super Sunday. And so if you're a giver like me, you couldn't wait. You can't wait to give. I love giving. I did a lot of giving on this week, and I love giving. And I'm here to tell you that when you give, you always have. And so I want to remind you again, next Sunday, first Sunday, Super Sunday, we'll sow our $99 seed. Of course, we'll give our tithes and our offering as we always do, but we'll sow that $99 special seed. And then next Tuesday is the first Tuesday life study of 2021. It's our vision board experience. And just have your word cut out if you want to. I normally blow my word up and I put it right in the middle of my cardboard, but then you're going to have all of your materials, and we'll send some additional information out in the days to come. All right. So that y'all get all of that. I know I threw a lot out at you. All right. I know I threw a lot out at you. Next Sunday, Super Sunday, $99 seed. We're sowing into the vision of what's happening here. And the next Tuesday is our vision board experience, 7:08 p.m. And Pastor probably won't even lead it. I'm going to do a little bit of teaching in the beginning, but I'm going to fall back. I've got a very unique format that I think you're going to love. So I want you to tune in. I need you to invite. I believe in vision planning. You've got to set the tone for your year. You need to set your tone for your year and understand that the tone that you set is going to be the tone that you're going to reap for the whole year, 2021. Yeah, I know 2020 was a different year with coronavirus, but some of us can honestly testify that we still were blessed in the middle of the virus. The virus didn't stop our success. The virus didn't stop our money. The virus didn't stop our happiness. Come on, you can still be blessed when things out of your control take place. And so I want you to think long and hard. I need you to do some praying and meditating this week about what your word and your focus should be in 2021. Identify your word, and then we're going to focus on that. All right, y'all with me? All right, let's get into the word, because I done took all my time with announcements and fooling with y'all naming places where we all traveling in 2021. But let's get into this. We are talking about the power of what you believe. If you have not tagged 5 people, I need you to tag them quickly. I'm going to try to teach for at least the next 30 minutes. I don't want to keep you very long today. I want to teach for at least the next 30 minutes on the power of what you believe. And we're on part 2. And remember last week, we started talking about the tone. We started setting this tone about how it is important that we think about what we believe and how we believe. All right. And so put the comments or the topic in the comments, the power of what you believe. This is part 2. Because many people are going to catch the replay, and I want to make sure that they really catch everything that we're going to talk about today. So remember, I told you last week in a very fundamental way that before I got into some Bible verses, I wanted to set a context that was more academic for you, because many of us don't even realize, and I said it last week, I'll repeat it again, that when you believe something, it doesn't mean that it's real. Like, it doesn't mean that it's present already. When you believe something, you are accepting it to be true, period. Doesn't matter what it is. If you believe the sky is green and you really believe it, then you're accepting that the sky is green, even if the sky is white or blue. It doesn't mean that it's right, but you are planting that seed in your mind as accepting it to be your reality. And so one of the things that I've been doing, and I want you all to record this name, but put it in the comments. If you are a nerd like me and you enjoy reading a lot, I think I've got about 7 books in my rotation right now, my reading rotation. And so literally, when I've got time during the day, I'm grabbing my books, I'm grabbing my iPads, and I'm trying to just catch up and stay on track with all of my reading. I've got a lot of reading going on. But if you're into reading, I want you to remember the name Bob Proctor. Right? You're going to hear the name Bob Proctor come up. Bob Proctor is a gentleman who didn't even have a college education. He's a multimillionaire who really talks a lot about the power of manifesting things and how you believe. And I discovered some of his work and have been reading some of his work. And let me tell you something. It's powerful stuff, because he talks about something called the conscious and the unconscious mind. And I want to kind of walk through this just a little bit this morning. So I don't want to lose all of y'all that want to pass out and speak in tongues, but hear me. I need you to catch this because it's critical. Bob Proctor talks about how all of us as babies have no conscious mind, right? So when we're born, we have no conscious mind, meaning all we've got is the subconscious. We don't know what's right. We don't know what's wrong. All we can do is receive, and all we can do is feel, right? And we feel those things that are dumped into us, right? So babies don't know the difference between what's right or wrong. Babies, when we were all born, all we have the ability to do is have feelings. We can have emotions, and we have our senses, right? You know, see, taste, smell, touch, hear, right? We've got those senses, and that's all we've got as babies, right? So whatever then is dumped into us helps to eventually build our conscious mind, right? You start off, your mind is like, just imagine a trash can that's wide open. That's how you're born, right? Your brain is wide open like that lid on that trash can. And then your mom, your dad, your cousins, your society, your school, whoever, just starts dumping things into you, right? And just dumping things, right? And then over time, you build a conscious mind, right? Your conscious mind is the mind that helps you to know the difference between what's right, what's wrong, right? What you should accept, what you should not accept, right? But before then, we're all born with a subconscious mind only. Now, this is important. When we grow, we form this subconscious mind, and we come into the understanding not only of what's right or wrong or bad or good or whatever, but we also then have the ability to dictate what makes us happy. You know, what makes us sad, what makes us excited. You know, when you form a conscious mind, you then begin to have a choice concerning your life. Again, and I'm keeping this very elementary because I don't want to lose you. Babies don't have much of a choice regarding their life, right? Again, as infants, things are being dumped into them. Things are being dropped into them, and they don't really know what's what. You tell a baby, I don't want to talk about the Santa Claus thing because some of your kids might be watching, so we'll skip over that conversation. But you tell a baby, I don't know, Homie the Clown is showing up at your house at 5 o'clock. They're going to believe you because they don't have a conscious mind to be able to say, or a subconscious mind to be able to say, nope, that's not right. Or no, Homie the Clown ain't real, right? But as we all grow, we then begin to come into the understanding of the world around us. Now, this is important because I don't want to lose you. I want you to record this in the comments. This is your first comment that I want you to record. Are you ready? You ready? Record this. When you grow a conscious mind, you can separate what you can control from what you can't control. Y'all can't miss this. When you begin to consciously grow your mind, you can separate what you can control from what you can't control. This is important. As you begin to grow a conscious mind, you can then separate what you can control from what you can't control. So until you come into a mindset of consciousness, right from wrong, good from bad, good from evil, until you come into this mindset, you cannot separate what you can control from what you can't control. When you come into this mindset of consciousness, you can then separate what you can control from what you can't control. Now, what does all of this have to do with what you believe? And I'm going to break this down with you. What this has to do with what you believe is simple. If you have the ability to control what you feel and to control your emotions, because we talked about this, and I'm going to say this again. I said it last week, and I'm going to say this again. You have the ability to control your feelings. And when you cannot control your feelings, you are out of control. Listen to me. You have the ability to control your feelings. And the moment you stop controlling your feelings and your emotions, you are out of control. You absolutely do. You have the ability to control your feelings and your emotions. Your emotions are nothing more than energy in motion. Listen to me. I know I'm academic today. Pastor ain't lost the spiritual side. Just bear with me. This is the PhD at work. Your energy or your emotions is nothing more than energy in motion. So when somebody is saying they are dealing with their emotions, all they're saying is my energy is in motion. It could be in motion for good. It could be in motion for bad. It could be in motion for happy. It could be in motion to have you somewhere sitting around crying and boohooing. But your emotions are nothing more than energy in motion. So when you can all of a sudden start understanding the world around you, and you can understand the things that make you happy and the things that make you smile and the things that make you upset, you then come into a place of control where you are able to control the things that make you happy, the things that make you upset, i.e., if going to the mall makes you upset, then you don't keep going to the mall. Why? Because if you keep going to the mall, you're going to keep invoking the feelings of being upset. Basic elementary example, right? So when you know certain spaces make you upset, or certain spaces make you happy, or certain situations make you feel whatever kind of way, then you then have grown a consciousness of what those spaces, how they connect to your feelings or how they connect to your emotions. And now you have the ability to control it. Watch this. Now, some of you are saying, Pastor, this is a little bit too academic. I don't understand, how this is going to have anything to do with my, what I believe. Well, it's got a lot to do with what you believe, because here's the reality. What you believe can be messed up if your feelings and emotions are all off. Some of you have struggled to believe what you need to believe because you can't get your feelings and your emotions together. You can't get your feelings and your emotions together. And when you don't get your feelings and emotions together, you'll start believing the wrong things. You'll start seeing your life the wrong way. You'll start seeing the perspective regarding your life the wrong way. And so before you can see different, right? We said it last week. If you see it, you can have it, right? I believe that. But here's the problem. You can see it all day. If your emotions aren't good, you're going to see it one minute, you're going to be crying the next. You're going to see it one minute, you're going to have fear the next. I'm going to talk about that in a second. You can see it one minute, you're going to have doubt the next. And fear and doubt are nothing more than things that come from your emotions. Here we go. In 2021, I want you to get your emotions in check. Come on, type it in the comments. I'm getting my emotions in check in 2021. That's what I want you to do, because I'm telling you, half of the game of getting the things that you believe is getting your feelings and your emotions in check. Think about it in a very elementary way. Many of you have come to church before we couldn't come outside. You would come to church, you would hear a good word from the preacher, a good word from the pastor. You would leave the church just on cloud nine. Just you didn't shout it, you didn't pass out. You would leave the church on cloud nine, hearing that word from the pastor. And then the minute you got to your house and you got a text with some bad news, or you got a text that was contrary to what you just heard, it took your feelings from here and brought them all the way down here. And you know what? The reason that happened is because your feelings and your emotions are not in control. When you really believe what you believe, you don't let news impact what you believe. What you believe is bigger than your atmosphere. What you believe is bigger than your circumstance. What you believe is bigger than your predicament. What you believe is bigger than what things look like. When you really believe it, you have to believe it beyond what it looks like. This is so important. So in 2021, you got to get your emotions and feelings in check. You can never let circumstances cause your emotions to bring you from here to down here. Get your emotions in check. Get your feelings in check in 2021, so that when you have set in your mind, I'm going to Dubai by June 2021, and in April of 2021, you have some challenges on your job that impact your money, you don't start getting down in the dumps. Well, look like Dubai ain't gonna happen. Because the minute you do it, all of a sudden, you will start to manifest more money problems. You will start to manifest Dubai not happening. No, you gotta keep your emotions high and your feelings and your experience regarding Dubai and what you have visualized. I mean, you literally have to see yourself on the beach. I'm trying not to scream. My mama was picking at me yesterday. You literally have to see yourself on the beach in Dubai and let the emotion and the feeling that comes with that remain with you, regardless of circumstance. That, my friends, is how you learn to not only believe things, but that, my friends, is the critical key in essence to being able to manifest things into your life. You have to associate yourself with the feelings and the emotions of what it is that you're believing and hold on to that until manifestation comes. Listen, if for some reason God has shown you, you have visualized for your life, by June 2021, I'm going to be doing this. By June 2021, I'm going to be doing this. And when you think about it, you get excited. You get anxious. Your hands get sweaty. You get this big grin. All of those emotions you got to hold on to until June 2021 get here. Because if you can hold on to it, I'm here to tell you that energy that you release goes into the atmosphere and starts to make things happen for you. Now, I know y'all don't like this because some of y'all saying, Pastor, I'm a believer. Pastor, I'm a believer. And, you got to miss me with the energy stuff. No, let me tell you something. Whether you call it energy or vibes, whatever you want to call it, all of us release energy. You are a human being. You are a physical piece of matter. And science has proven that anything that is a physical piece of matter gives out energy. There's a guy I was reading. Oh man, Simeon Curley, I think it is Simeon Curley was a Russian scientist back in 1930, 31, 32, who was able to capture on camera energy being released from people, right? So when he did an experiment to where if a person was sitting taking a test or writing something down, the thought processes that they had to go through to think about what to write or to answer the questions, he was able to capture on camera energy being released from them while they were just taking a test. or while they were just writing answers. Now, I know some of y'all are thinking, no, energy ain't just being released. No, energy does release to you. And let me give you the easiest example that I can give it to you. Have you ever been, let's say, the mall, since we're in the holiday season? Have you ever been at the mall or church? Church is a really good place. Though church may be a bad example. No, it's actually a great example, but I'm going to leave the church example alone. Let's use the mall. No, let's use a restaurant. That's perfect. Let's say you've been at a restaurant and you were sitting at a restaurant. Have you ever been at a restaurant and you were sitting there and you were having dinner? You were by yourself. You were having dinner, or maybe you were with somebody and they were just at your table, but you were sitting there. And while you were eating, you said, man, I feel like somebody's staring at me. And you didn't see anybody maybe initially, but you just felt like somebody was watching you. And then, eventually, maybe minutes later or hour later, you look up and somebody across the room is staring at you, or somebody comes to you and says, hey, I saw you from across the room. I was trying to figure out who you were or whatever. Listen, have you ever felt the energy of a stare? If you've ever felt the energy of a stare, then you understand that we all give off energy. I feel like I'm losing y'all. Is this too much? You give off energy whether you realize it or not. Now, many of you are saying, Pastor, then what does this have to do with what I believe? It's simple. Some of y'all will be catching this. It's simple. If I can give off enough energy when I am staring at somebody for them to feel it, I can also give off enough energy to go out into the atmosphere and go get what I want. Come on, Zion. I had to do it one time. I was trying to be quiet. Come on, Zion. If somebody can feel your energy staring across the room, they can feel your vibe. You stare and you look up and you catch them staring. If you can give off energy through a stare, I'm here to tell you, you put off energy into the atmosphere that is your life that can go after the very things that you need. I'm going to tell y'all this. The reason some of y'all not seeing the stuff on your manifestation list, on your affirmation list, is because you wrote one thing, but your energy is giving off something else. You can't write one thing, but then your energy give off something else. You can't write that you happy, healthy, successful, and wise, but your energy says, I'm broke, I'm lonely, I'm disgusted, and I'm sad. Your energy has to align with what it is that you're believing. And if your energy don't align with what it is that you're believing, it ain't happening. Is this too much? It's not happening. You can't manifest it until your energy aligns with what you believe. I want you to put in the comments. Some of y'all gonna be at work or talk to your family member talking about my pastor was talking about energy. Yeah, I'm talking about energy because energy, your vibe matters. I want you to put in the comments right now. Your energy has to align with your future. My energy has to align with my future. If you see yourself being happy and successful and married and all of that stuff, then you can't be walking around because you can't be walking, well, I'm lonely, I can't get nobody. Or here's the even better one. You walk around talking about something, Lord, send me somebody. The Lord gonna give me this. I want this. I want this. Let me tell you something. What's dangerous about saying I want? The Lord really dropped this on my spirit. Come on, y'all put in the comments. Your energy has to align with your future. Come on, put in the comments. I told you, we concluding this year with a bang, and we setting it up for 2021. 2021 gonna be manifestation miracles like crazy. I'm telling y'all. Listen, let me tell you something. The Lord dropped something on my spirit yesterday. And I was watching the video, and I'm just, my brother and sister, they look at me like, who you talking to? And I was just laughing because it was crazy. You know what the Lord dropped in my spirit about the phrase, I want? Anytime you make the phrase, I want this, what are you really saying? What you're saying is that you don't have it. Listen to me. When you make the phrase, I want some money, what you're saying is, I don't have money. When you make the phrase, I want a man, what you're saying is, I ain't got no man. Now, I hear some of you, well, Pastor, I really ain't got no man. Here's the problem. When your energy and your mouth says, I ain't got no man, you are putting and releasing into the atmosphere that not only do you don't have one ain't on the way. Manifestation is so powerful that you literally got to start walking around saying stuff like this. I already got it. Good God, my single people ought to be shouting. I already got him. He already here. She already here. I want will get you in trouble because I want sends into the atmosphere an energy called lack. Because if you already got it, you don't want it. Come on, Zion. If you already got it, you don't want it. So your language ain't I want a man. Your language is I got a man. Huh? And you can be walking through the mall and see somebody and they see you and they think you fine, but you already wrote out what your man is going to have and what his qualities are and what his characteristics are. And that rascal walk up to you and say, child, you so fine. You the finest thing I ever seen in my life. But listen, he don't line up to what you got. Guess what your response is? I got a man. Good God. Come on, Zion. Talk back to me. I got a husband. I got a wife. I got a one. Why? Because you shift from I want to I have. You have to shift from that. I know it sounds element, Pastor, you doing too much. You over the edge. I promise you on everything I love. Because see, you talking like me, Nikki. I'm talking on everything I love. Y'all talking about this. I want this. I want this. My manifestation, $25 million is on my list. And I ain't walking around like I want it. I'm walking around like I got it. I got 25 million coming. You got to change your language. The power of life and death is in you. Y'all stop putting up memes talking about what you want in a man. Because when you do, you're just putting out in the atmosphere that you ain't got it. Huh? Stop putting on your, I want to start my business. No, you don't want to start it. You got to put out there, I have my business. This is the business that I have. This is what we do. This is what we specialize in. You got to change your language, because when you do, the same energy that has been caught on camera taking a test, the same energy, you're putting that out in the atmosphere. And when you say, I got it, I have it, guess what happens? You all of a sudden start attracting those things to you. You all of a sudden start attracting those things. Let me tell you how crazy I feel right now. I feel so crazy right now. I saw Proctor teach this and it rocked my world. I feel so crazy right now that I'm probably going to go to Kinko's and get one of them big checks blown up. Listen to me. I know this sounds nuts to y'all. And put my name on it to the paid to, and put the 25 million in there and literally walk around and keep my check in my office, in my house, so I can see it every day. Y'all don't like the way I'm talking here. Because when you change your language, it changes how you talk. It changes how you see things. But more than that, you put off an energy that doesn't say lack. You put off an energy that says abundance. I already got it. You putting off an energy that's saying, man, I ain't broke. What? I got a $25 million check in there. Are y'all listening to me? I ain't lonely. I got all kinds of options. Are y'all listening to me? Come on. I'm not walking and going to this horrible job that I work every day for nothing. No. This right here is just a stepping stone. My career is waiting on me. This is what I really do. When people walk up to you, you don't even start talking about what you do right now. You talk about what it is that you are going to be doing, that you are doing. You can't even say going to be, because going to be suggests that you ain't got it right now. You got to visualize it. You had to fall in love with the fact that you know it's coming. You have to do it. Are y'all talking to me? Are y'all listening to me? And so when you visualize what it is that you are believing in, listen to me. There are some emotions that come with that. I don't have time. There are some emotions that come with that. Think about this. Think about how you feel. Those of us, because everything ain't about money. Some of you need to visualize better health. Now, I know y'all don't believe this, but let me tell you something. The body is naturally designed to heal itself. I truly believe, listen to me, the body is naturally designed to heal itself. You know what? The Lord dropped this nugget bomb on me about 2 weeks ago. I believe this, that the reason we saw more miracles in the church years ago was not because God changed. We saw more miracles in the 40s, in the 30s, and the 50s, in the 60s. We saw more miracles in the church. You know why? It wasn't because God changed. The reason we saw it is because people had less and they believed more. Did you hear what I said? People had less in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and they believed more. They ain't had no Facebook. They ain't had social media. They ain't had Twitter. They ain't had Instagram stories. All they had, many of them barely even had a high school education. They had less in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they had more. You saw people in the 30s, 40s, and 50s get up out of wheelchairs in the church, get up out of wheelchairs, take off running, and throw the wheelchairs away and drive home. In the 30s, 40s, and 50s, you don't see that today. You know why? Because we got more. Doc tell you got something. Instead of you believing, you go to Google. Oh, y'all not talking to me? I'm guilty. I'm guilty. How many of you have had a doctor's appointment? I got a little thing coming up that I've got to do in January. It's nothing big. A little thing that I've got to do coming up in January. I went to the doctor last week and great report, clean bill of health. Grateful for that. And he's just going to do a little follow-up thing. He's a very thorough doctor, and I'm grateful for that. But when he told me I had to do it, what I do? I got in the car, grabbed my phone, Google, and I could barely spell the word. The test that they wanted to do. I know you have. Many of you have done it. You have relied on Google more than your faith. And the difference between this generation and the previous generations, they didn't have technology. They didn't have none of that stuff. All they had was what they believed. And so I'm here to tell you, many of you are not manifesting miracles in your life and manifesting exactly what it is that you need to do, even down to your health, because you are choosing to go with information instead of what you believe. You are choosing to go with what you see instead of what you believe. And you've got to grow into a place where you understand that the law of attraction and the law of manifesting things into your life only really works when you align your energy up with what you believe. You got to believe it. Listen, I'm not telling y'all something. I'm not making this up. Talk to your parents, talk to your grandparents, and let them tell you about some of the miracles they used to see back in the day. The miracles are still alive, and we're about to see a revival of them. Listen to me. Here's a prophetic word for you. We're about to see a revival of those kinds of miracles in 2021. And watch this. It's going to be with many of you and in your lives, because you are at a place now where you are tired of not seeing results in your life. And I'm here to tell you, the same God that brought them back in those days is the same God that can do it today. But it starts with what you believe. You got to change your energy. You got to make sure that the vibration you are sending off of you is going after everything you believe. You can't say you got it 1 minute. You can't be crying the next minute. You can't say it's coming 1 minute and you can't be crying over the fact that you don't see it the next. No, your energy has to line up with what you say, which means you got to get your emotions in check. You got to get your feelings in check. You got to understand that just because you don't see it don't mean it ain't already in place. When you put it in the atmosphere, you will put it in place. Stop saying what you want, because that means you ain't got it. Stop saying what you want. This ain't a Christmas list. Stop saying what you want. It's because when you do, you don't have it. Start saying that you already got it, and then repeat it every day. Live in it every day. Move like you got it. If you really got the house, what should you be doing? Well, you should be doing some house planning. You should be thinking about how many rooms you got. You should be thinking about what color the paint looks like. Y'all not talking to me here. If you already say you got the marriage or the husband or the wife or whatever, then you ought to start moving like that thing is already in place. Get it. And that means getting yourself together. Don't be like, I got a husband, and then your attitude getting worse by the day. Work on your attitude. Put your stuff in place, because you know that you got it. Not that it's coming, but you know it's here. Because when you know it's here, you change your energy. You start acting like it's here. And then that vibe that you're sending out, all of a sudden, you're going to be pinging what you've been praying for. You're going to be pinging what you've been affirming. You're going to be pinging what you desire to manifest. You're going to be pinging it because your vibe, the same way, come on, the same vibe that causes you to feel like somebody's staring at you across the room, the same energy that causes you to have a desire to want to buy a car and then ride down the interstate and in 30 minutes see the car 10 times. That same energy works when it comes to what you believe. Are y'all listening to the old man? That same energy works. You can't tell me. I told you last week, you can't tell me that you can ride down a highway. You can't tell me that you can be in the market of buying a new car and you be researching the car and then you start riding down the highway and all of a sudden you see in the car. Guess what? The car always been there. It's already been there. The difference is in your mind. Now, all of a sudden, it is front and center in your mind, your energy and your vibe. You are putting it out there that this is what I want. This is what I desire. And all of a sudden, it's being revealed to you. That same energy is going to work in your life. Some of you are about to reap investors into your business, and you don't even see them right now. You don't have to see them. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. You're about to reap investors into your business, and all you got to think about are the people showing up with the checks. Y'all don't like this. I know y'all think this is hocus pocus. No, there ain't none of that. This stuff starts in your mind. I've got mentors and I've got folks that don't even go to church that I'm connected to that are in my circle that live successful lives. Hear me, because they understand, if nothing else, that what you have and what you desire starts in your mind. People ain't poor because they gotta be. People are poor because it starts in their mind. I know y'all don't like this. I don't want to start no argument. People ain't lonely because they gotta be. People lonely because of the energy that they're putting off. It starts in their mind. When you get your mind together, everything in your life is gonna start lining up. You gotta change your mind. Are y'all listening to me? Let me give. Can I give y'all 2 or 3 more bullet points and I'm done? Because it's 10:15. Can I do that? Can I give y'all 2 or 3 more bullet points? Have you shared this with 5 people? If you haven't, you better tell somebody to watch this replay because they missing nuggets this morning. Listen to me. I want to give you 2 or 3 more bullet points here because I can't leave you. I wanted to get a little bit further than where I am, and I'm not going to be able to do that. But I want to give you 2 or 3 more bullet points really quickly about this thing on feelings and emotions, because we've got to make sure, hear me, we've got to make sure that we have our emotions in check, right? If you're going to see manifestation in your life, you have to make sure that you have your feelings and your emotions in check. This is so important because, again, you oftentimes have to deal with things like fear and doubt and worry and anxiety, and all of those things, frankly, are really designed to get in the way of what you want to manifest. So you've gotta be able to deal with fear. You've got to be able to deal with anxiety. And I'll probably talk a little bit more about that first Sunday of the year. I got a little treat because y'all are going to be hearing a lot about this and reading a lot about this soon in a couple of months. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. But just hear me. We're going to talk a little bit about fear and doubt. But let me say this to you. If you know that something makes you happy, listen to me. You have visualized it. And let me just give, I don't want to make this about money because then people just think that affirmations and affirming things and manifestation is all about money. And it's not. You can manifest relationships. You can manifest all kinds of things. It's more than that. I'm gonna give you a basic example. Let's say a burger makes you happy and you want to manifest a burger in your life. Again, I'm trying to just dumb this down, but just hear me. Let's say manifesting a burger, a hamburger, a triple burger makes you happy. And you have visualized yourself having this burger. All right. You visualize yourself having this burger. That makes you happy. And as you visualize it, you start embracing the emotions that come with it, right? You satisfied, you got the itis, you full, you smiling, you laughing, you happy. Those are all emotions that are attached to what it is that you are visualizing for your life, which is a burger, right? A triple burger. Now, if something makes you happy and you can understand it and you can express it. Hey, my name is Zeb. When I get the burger, it makes me feel excited. It makes me have the itis and makes me sleep well and rest well. And I feel so full and I feel so energetic, even though we know that's a lie. And I feel so happy, right? I feel all of these things when I get the burger. If you know something makes you happy, you can understand it, you can express it, then you can recreate it. Listen to me. If you know that something makes you happy, you visualized it, you understand it, you can express it, you have the ability to recreate the feeling. Manifestation is not about what you have. It's about your ability to recreate the feeling associated with what you have. The feeling associated with what's coming. Because when you recreate the feeling, again, you're sending out energy. When you recreate yourself smiling, walking down that aisle, about to go to Cancun and do your business. When you recreate that feeling in your mind and you sitting at work and you got a big grin on your face, all you doing is sending out that vibe into the atmosphere. That's all you doing. And when you do it, you are attracting back to you everything that you expect, which is why you got to be careful about being down and being depressed. Listen to me. And I may talk a little bit about depression next week, but listen to me and hear me in love. Depression, I believe depression in many ways can be solved by changing what we visualize. Because oftentimes depression is nothing more than your feelings being suppressed. When your feelings are suppressed, that's when depression takes place. So if you can manage, hear me, if you can manage recreating positive feelings, you can manage depression. Y'all, I may deal with that some. If y'all want me to go there, I might deal with that some next week. Because I talked to a lot of people. Hey, Pastor went through some things that almost had him. You hear me? I understand. Depression can get to anybody, but hear me. It is because you have reached a place normally where you have been unable to recreate positive feelings. You've been unable to recreate the feelings that make you happy. You've been unable to recreate the feelings that bring you joy. And so I'm telling you, you can even defeat things like depression if you tap into the power of recreation. What are you talking about? I'm talking about recreating those things you desire, that you're expecting to manifest into your life, that you don't have right now, thinking about how you feel or how you gonna feel when you have them, or how it makes you feel knowing that you have them, and then replaying those feelings all day. Replaying those feelings all day. When doubt comes, acknowledge the fear, acknowledge the doubt, but replay the feelings. Replay the fear. I'll give you an example. Think about a roller coaster. If you ride a roller coaster, ever been on a roller coaster? It took me a while to ride a roller coaster. I'll admit that. I didn't like roller coasters when I was young. I started dabbing into them a little bit when I was in undergrad, and now I'll ride a roller coaster. Okay, it took me a minute. Pastor just didn't want to get on the roller coasters. All right, but let me tell you something about a roller coaster. Think about, if you've ever been on a roller coaster, think about the feeling you feel when you're on a roller coaster. You know, the vortex, the anaconda, whatever the roller coaster is, right? Busch Gardens, wherever you go. Think about the feeling you have when you're on a roller coaster, right? The excitement, right? You're probably already smiling. You're probably already, thinking about the jitters that you had. I know right now my stomach is starting to get that little bug. When you're coming down the hill and you're flying, I got that little feeling in my stomach right now, right? Some of you is fear, right? Some of you it's the fun fear, right? It's not a bad fear, but it's that nervous fear when you think about it. You're going up the roller coaster and you hear that click. That click right there, when you're going up on the roller coaster, getting ready to come down, that click right there, there's a feeling that comes with that, right? Think about it. Think about the click, right? When you're going up the steep hill on a roller coaster, think about the click that you hear, right? That click right there, it builds an emotion, right? It builds an energy, right? And then you go down and you screaming, your hair everywhere. If it ain't yours, your hair is in the lake. but your hair is everywhere and you screaming and you hollering, that feeling, right? Watch this. Even if you are not on a roller coaster right now, do you see how I was able to describe riding a roller coaster and the emotions that came with that? Are y'all listening to me? Do you see how my describing you riding a roller coaster created emotions in you? You have the ability through repetition. Repetition may not change the feeling, may not change the experience, but it will always recreate the feeling. I want y'all to remember this. Type it. Repetition may never change the experience, but it will always challenge the feeling. It can always recreate the feeling. Repetition may never change the experience, but it will always recreate the feeling. You don't have to have the experience. If you're listening to me, you ain't on a roller coaster right now. The music part's closed. But what I just did is I just described to you how if you can just remember the experience and repeat the experience in your mind, then repeating the experience in your mind will recreate the feeling. And you can feel it right now. Like my stomach literally has a bug in it right now. Like I'm nervous. Like I'm standing in the line for Space Mountain at Disney. I'm nervous, like I'm standing in line, because just describing it and that little click, when you're going up, that little click right there does something in you got to be able to recreate the feeling. I don't care what it is that you're believing for. You use the same process to recreate the feeling of what it is that you expect to manifest in your life, what it is that you're believing God for. You create the same feeling and you have to play that feeling over and over and over again. And if you do it, it becomes less about the experience and it becomes more about the feeling. Can I help y'all? I'm going to give y'all very personal. It's not personal for me, but I was doing some coaching. It was about 2-3 weeks ago. I was doing some coaching and some people have really asked about me getting back into coaching. It's something that I let go of 4 years ago because of my job position that I was doing. And now I'm about to get back into coaching and get back into my consulting that I was doing before. And so working on some things on the back end to make that happen. But I was doing some coaching and some counseling to a couple, and they were talking about, I'm gonna get in trouble here. They were talking about sex. They were talking about their sex life. And they were talking about how their sex life was getting stale. And, you know, they were concerned that the stale sex life was going to ruin their marriage. And I told them, no, a stale sex life doesn't have to ruin their marriage. What you have to do is worry less about the sex and worry more about recreating the feeling. Y'all, I quit. Is this making sense to anybody? They were like, what? What do you mean recreate the feeling? No, what you need to do, if you feel like it's getting stale, go back to the time when y'all met when it won't stale. Look, my number's going down. Y'all scared here. Don't get scared. Pastor talk about everything. Go back to when you first met and it won't stale. And y'all was swinging off the chandeliers. You were surfboarding. Oh, y'all was surfboarding. You was hanging off the shower curtain rods. Come on. You was in cars, planes, trains, and automobiles. Right? Right. And remember how exciting it was. Guess what? The sex didn't change. The experience of sex didn't change. Your recreation of the feeling did. I ain't got no help. Y'all, they laughing at me on Instagram. I ain't got no help. Y'all not talking to me. I ain't got no help. And this was true story. Counseling session, coaching session that I did with a couple two weeks ago. True story. You worried about the wrong things. Don't worry about the experience, because the reality is the experience is what it is. Like it ain't but a couple of ways to just do that. That ain't changing. You got to recreate the emotions that you had and the experiences that you had when you first started off and y'all couldn't get your hands off of each other. Because see, if you recreate that, then even if it feels like the sex is getting boring, you're going to remember the experience. And all of a sudden, the experience today is going to feel like the experience of yesterday because you have recreated the emotion. I quit. Y'all don't want this. I'm going to just stop it right here. I'm going to give you one last bullet point and then I'm done. Because y'all go, oh, they're going to talk about me. This pastor talking about recreating sex. That's fine. I heard worse from better. But am I help? Does this make sense? Because here's the last bullet point. With your mind, I want you to record this. With your mind, you have the ability to create the feeling and then duplicate it over and over again. It's the last bullet point I'm giving you. With your mind, you have the ability to recreate a feeling and then duplicate it over and over and over again. The same way I gave you a feeling about roller coaster, the same way I just gave you a feeling about bad sex. You have the ability with your mind to create a feeling, right? To create a feeling and then duplicate it over and over and over again. Come on, put it in the comments. You have with your mind the ability to create a feeling and then duplicate it over and over and over and over again. And I'm here to tell you that if I can create in your mind the excitement of a roller coaster, if I can in your mind create the excitement of great sex when it was great in the beginning, if I can in your mind create the ability for you to feel that tension when somebody's staring across the room for you, if I can recreate in your mind the excitement that you feel when you want to buy a car, you ride down the highway and you see it 10 times. If I can recreate all of that in your mind, I'm here to tell you, you can create in your mind a feeling associated with what you desire for your life, and you can duplicate that feeling over and over and over and over again. And guess what? When you duplicate the feeling over and over and over again, you are sending out an energy into the atmosphere saying, make this happen for me. And God makes it happen for you. It's that simple. It's that simple. I've got some friends because I've got a variety of friends. I think when your friends list and when the people connected to you come from a variety of different spaces, it challenges you. So all my friends aren't preachers. In fact, I ain't got a lot of preacher friends at all. Let's just go and put that out there because we just don't see things the same in many ways. I don't have a lot of preacher friends. I got some. I do. I don't have a lot of them. But I got friends that are atheists. So when we have this conversation, we talk about stuff like this. They'd be like, yeah, the universe. You put it in the universe. That's fine. If you want to call it the universe, do what you want. I don't, do the universe thing. I do the God thing. But I'm just here to tell you, whether it's universe or God, whether it's science or Jesus, what you put out into the atmosphere is what you get back in return. Y'all don't like this. And so even with an atheist, we don't agree on a lot of stuff, but we agree on this. And that is that what you put out into the atmosphere, it comes back to you. The law of attraction, the law of manifestation is an undefeated law. It's like gravity. It's undefeated. It's just undefeated. I'm with you. I don't do the universe thing. It's all God with me. I don't do that stuff. And again, I'm not criticizing anybody that does. I've got friends that are atheists. We have these conversations all the time. And I love it because it really stretches me intellectually. I'm a nerd. I love to be stretched. But hear what I'm saying. Whether it's God or the universe, whatever it is, the law of attraction and manifestation is undefeated. The energy that you put out is the energy that you get back in return. You put out kindness, you're getting kindness back in return. You put out goodness, you're getting goodness back in return. You put out giving. Many of you have a giving spirit. I was so excited to see so many people that were buying gifts for people and buying gifts for whole families and doing all of these things. Let me tell you something. Some of you have a giving spirit. And when you put giving out in the atmosphere, guess what? Giving comes back to you. That's another part of manifestation that I don't have time to deal with today, but we're going to deal with it in January because many of you want all of these things. You believe all these things, but you hold on to what you got. You got to make room for it. You have to make room for it. And part of getting things in return is releasing what you have and making room to receive. You got to make room to receive things, right? And so giving is a part of manifestation too. Giving is a huge part of manifestation, right? And so hear me in love that whatever you put out, I don't want you to believe in God. Pastor, I hate I have to clarify everything, but in this social media age, folk will take a 10-second clip and play that over and over again. So let me clarify this. Pastor's not suggesting that you believe in the universe. Pastor wants you to believe in God. You need to. That's what I believe in. Let's believe in him. Pastor's not suggesting that. What I am saying is, don't be closed-minded when you got friends that don't believe like you, so you cut them off. See, the reason why a lot of church folk are considered mean and standoffish is because if they don't believe like you, then many of y'all don't even talk to them. Yes, Pastor got folks that's deep, that's saved, that's his friends. Pastor got some folk that don't go to church, that hate church, that's his friends. Pastor's all on the spectrum, and it ain't moved me one bit. Hear what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying? You have to make sure that you're putting the right things out, because whatever you put back, you can receive back. You will receive back, especially when your energy and your emotions and your feelings are associated with it. Again, with your mind, you have the ability to create a feeling and then duplicate it. Some of y'all are asking me to keep going. I'm out of time. I'm far from out of word. You wait till the first Sunday in January. Like, we're going to take this up another notch. And then I got a special surprise coming for y'all in a couple of months. Because if you really enjoy the power of manifestation, I got a special surprise coming for you that I can't wait to share with you, but it's too early right now. All right. Did this bless anybody? If this blessed you, I want you to fill up the comments. I want you to fill up the stream with hearts. I want you to fill it up with hearts right now. If this blessed somebody, if you didn't tag and share this experience with 5 people, I'm telling you something. You missed it. They missed it. You got to make sure you tag 5 people to this stream when this is over, because I'm telling you, this was a powerful message today, and it's only going to get better. I wanted to end 2020 on a better note. I don't care how bad this year was. I don't care how rough this year was. It's all about what you desire for your life. It's all about what you believe in your life. You have the ability to take all of the drama that was 2020 and throw that stuff away and think about what it is that you desire, what it is that you want to manifest. Grab the feelings and emotions that come with that, and then hold on to those feelings and recreate them. Hold on to them and recreate them. I don't care what it is that you desire. Hold on to those feelings, recreate them in your mind and your spirit. Let them become a part of your spirit. Change your language in your conversation. Invest it into your affirmations and your daily affirmations every single day, and watch things start happening for you. Watch things start getting better for you. I'm telling you, I am virtually looking at people who are going to be healthier in 2021 than they've ever been in their lives. I'm virtually looking at people right now that are going to be more successful financially in 2021 than they've ever been in their lives. I'm looking at people right now that's going to go on more free trips. Y'all looking at me, so I know I'm one of them. That's going to go on more free trips where people are going to just invest and say, listen, here's $3,500 for the Cancun trip. Go. I'm looking at people right now that are going to be more successful in 2021 than they have ever been in their lives before. I'm telling you, and it starts with what you believe. It starts with what you believe. It starts with the energy that you're putting in your own atmosphere that is your life, and you got to trust it like you've never had before. Did this bless you? If it did, I want to see hearts flying up the screen right now. We're getting ready to pray. Man, wow. We're getting ready to pray, and I am grateful for the opportunity to pray for you. Listen, I'm still getting up 5 in the morning, praying over your prayer requests. Still getting up and praying over your prayer requests. And I want to continue to do it this week. This is the last week of the year. I need all of you. If you've got a prayer request, I need you to drop it in the comments, in the chat right now. I need you to drop it in the comments. I don't want nobody to get off this call today without putting a prayer request in. Because listen, if I did nothing else over the last 45 minutes, I have given you plenty of things to think about concerning your life and what it is that you want to see make happen in your life. I want you to drop it in the comments right now. I want to pray for you. Maybe you can't put it. Maybe you got some things that you're trying to see manifested. Maybe, Lord, don't answer that question, Sister Michelle, about surfboard. She does not need to know. Maybe y'all have some things that you want to see manifested in your life. I want you to drop it in the comments right now. Prayer requests. I want you to put that, because not only do I want you to believe it, I want to touch and agree with you. Listen, many of you don't even believe this stuff. I know this stuff seems too far-fetched for you. I tell you what, don't even believe this stuff. Just believe me. Would you do that? Believe me as a person who's lived this stuff by experience, that you literally can change what you have by changing how you feel about what you got. You can change what you have by changing how you feel about what you have. That's called gratitude. You can change what you have by changing how you feel about what you have. That's the definition of gratitude. Did y'all hear me? You can change what you have by changing how you feel about what you have. That's called gratitude. I want you to put it in the comments right now. Come on. I need to see your prayer requests. I'm shutting up because I want to see your prayer requests. Come on. Put it in the comments. Whatever it is. Come on. Ooh, that was powerful for me. Something just hit me. You can change. Ooh. Come on, put it in the comments. I'm still here. Come on. Are you doing it? I want to see your prayer requests. Good. This is good. Look at this. Everybody tuned in. Very good. Peace and abundance. That's a powerful prayer. I'm going to talk a little bit next week about fear and doubt. And one of the ways to get over fear is to invoke peace into your life. Peace is actually an element that takes fear and brings it all the way down. I can't wait to talk about that. I know that's the Lord that's speaking there. Peace and abundance. Good. Focus and discipline. Pray for my health. The deal that is on the table that's done, I believe is coming. Wisdom, direction, my family. Good. So many things. I promised y'all last week, I'm not going to get into reading because I don't want to feel anybody to feel short, but I literally go back and I watch the replay, and I normally just skip to this part because I like to make sure that I take my time and read your prayer requests, because I want those prayer requests stuck in my mind every single morning this week. I want to be praying for them. And this is a special week, being the last week of the year. So make sure, if you have not dropped it, good. I see more health and guidance, financial, family, financial, and health. Just so hard not to read these, but I want you all to know that I see them, that I'm praying for you. Come on. You got 15 more seconds. 15 more seconds. Drop your prayer. This is the last prayer request line of the year. Again, if you don't want to put it in the comments, you can email it. I'll ask our moderators to put the email address back into the comments. But you can email your prayer request to info@rehabcc.org. That's info@rehabcc.org. I'm here to tell you, many of you are going to manifest things into your life in a crazy way. I'm talking abundance. I'm talking breakthrough. I'm talking about paid for trips. Pastor, why you say something about paid for trips? Because it's on my list. I say it every day. I can't wait. My first one is coming in March. Paid for. I'm telling you. And I know it's coming. No, it ain't that it's coming. It's here. Yeah. Paid for in March. Can't wait. Come on. I want you to put your prayer requests in the comments. Put it in there, because you are releasing the energy now to make these things happen. Yes, those that are dealing with COVID-19, family issues, family finances, family health, all of those things. I want you to put it in the comments right now. info@rehabcc.org. You can also email your prayer requests if you need to. I read it. Those requests come directly to me. I pray over those requests. We want to touch and agree with you on what it is that you need. All right. Are y'all ready? Come on. Clasp your hands like this as a symbol of faith. You know how we do. Clasp your hands like this as a symbol of faith, a sign of faith. You're going to touch and agree with me right now. We're getting ready to touch and agree for everything that you pray for. Just like this is a sign of faith. It's like you're holding my hand, except you're holding yours. I want you to put your hands together like this as a symbol of faith. We're getting ready to touch and agree and get ready to pray that all of these things will be well. And all these prayers will come to pass and be answered. Are y'all ready? Let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, I thank you today for your word. Thank you for this powerful expression of your goodness, how you spoke through us this morning. I pray that somebody heard something that has changed the complete trajectory of what they believe for, that has changed the complete trajectory of their feelings and their emotions regarding their circumstances, regarding their lives, but more than that, regarding the things they expect to manifest in their lives. God, increase the faith of your people in a mighty way. Don't do it by circumstance, but teach us, God, how to be able to visualize what it is that we're expecting to happen in our lives. And then, God, give us the courage and the love and the peace and the trust to know that it's already done. To literally, in every area of our lives, to live, move, operate, breathe as if it's already done. And we know that you will allow those things to come to pass. I bless you, God, for every prayer request that's on this line. Everybody who has typed a prayer request publicly, everybody that has emailed a prayer request that's too personal. God, I pray now that you would see these requests just as I do, that you would answer these prayers according to your will, according to your purpose, according to your timing. God, if your people believe it, make it happen. I bless you, God, because not only are you making it happen, it's already happening. We're already living in our healing. We're already living in our financial miracles. We're already living in our better careers and our better businesses. We're already living, God, more financially stable. We thank you for these things. Now, God, give your people the faith to believe them. Give your people the faith to change their language so that their language and their behaviors and their mindset all lines up with everything that they're believing you for. God, I thank you for these things, and we count them done in Jesus' name. Amen. Do me a favor, type in the comments right now. You know how we do. It is so. It is so. Every time you say amen, you're saying it is so. Every time you say amen or it is so, what you are doing is manifesting it into your future. You didn't even know it. You didn't even know that when you say it is so, you are manifesting it into action. You're saying that it's done. You're saying I ain't waiting on it. You ain't saying I think it's going to happen. When you type it is so, you are putting manifestation on your prayer request. You're putting manifestation on the things that you're expecting to happen. Come on, type it in the comments. It is so. If you put a prayer request up there, I want you to type it in the comments. It is so. If you pray for somebody else, I want you to put it in the comments right now. It is so. And I want you to say it like you mean it. This is your last it is so of 2020. But man, are we going out of 2020 with a bang? Really expecting God for real to do all of these wonderful things that we're praying for. It is so. It is so. It is so. Good. It is so. It is so. I want you to type it in the comments because all you're doing is affirming in your spirit. You're affirming into your reality. You're affirming into your life the very things that God is about to do for you. Listen, while you're typing that, if there's anybody that wants to be saved, if there's anybody that wants to give their life to Christ, if there's anybody that wants to join the church, I want you, if you want to be saved right now, I want you to stop what you're doing because I need you to repeat this prayer with me. Listen, this is the last Sunday of 2020. This is the last Sunday of 2020. And this is your opportunity right now to be able to give your life back to Christ. Wow. How powerful has it been in 2020 during this pandemic that so many people have been saved and dedicated their life to Christ right through Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, not even in a physical building. You've given your life back to Christ and you've seen results. You've seen God begin to move in your life in a powerful way. You can give your life back to Christ right now. Romans 10:9 tells us that if we confess with our mouths, believe with our hearts that Jesus Christ is who he is, did what he did for us, we are saved. No better way to come out of this year. Let me get some water. There is no better way to come out of this year, the year that has been 2020, and go into 2021 than by being saved. I want you to dedicate your life to Christ. Somebody's on this line. I believe it. I feel the tug on me. I feel the tug on me that somebody's on this line and somebody wants to dedicate their life to Christ. And I want to challenge you right now to dedicate your life to Christ and to be saved. If you want to be saved, stop what you're doing. Don't move. Stop what you're doing. And I want you to repeat this prayer with me. Are you ready? Say this with me. I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect. I have some flaws. Come on, say it. And I have some failures. But right now, I do believe that Jesus Christ was born of a virgin, lived on this earth just like I'm living. He suffered, bled, and died on the cross. But 3 days later, rose again for my sins. Because he lives, I can live, and I am saved. Listen, my friends, if you prayed that prayer with me, I want to welcome you to the royal family of Jesus Christ. You have made one of the most powerful decisions of your life. And I'm so grateful that on this last Sunday of 2020, a year that we all want to forget, you have made a memorable choice that's going to set up the rest of your life for generations to come. Welcome to the royal family of Jesus Christ. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. And I'm virtually giving you a hug right now. And just so grateful for the decision that you've made. Now, do me a favor. I want you to find you a church home that you can be a part of, a ministry that you can be a part of, a ministry that you can give your time, talent, and treasure to, and continue to grow in the faith that God's given you. God not only wants to give you a Romans 10:9 testimony, he wants to give you an Acts 2:38 testimony. He wants to fill you with the gift of the Holy Ghost. He wants to change your language. He wants to change the way you express yourself so that every area of your life aligns with the purpose that he's placed in you. If you're looking for a church home, Many of you have joined our ministry during this pandemic, and we weren't even really in this format heavy before the pandemic. And I really believe God used the pandemic for many of you to find out who we are. Everything works out the way it's supposed to. Isn't that something? How everything works out the way it's supposed to. And so if you want to be a part of this ministry, I would love to be your pastor. I would love to walk alongside you on your journey of faith. All you've got to do, you should see moderators on the screen. If you want to be a part of this ministry, just hit them up, like their comment, and they will respond to you, get some information, and we would gladly welcome you to the Rehab Christian Center family. We are not the largest church. We're not the biggest church. We're not the loudest church, but we are without a doubt the nicest church on the entire planet. And I would love to be your pastor. I would love to walk alongside you on this journey. Let me tell you, those of you that are members of our ministry that live far away, virtual church ain't going nowhere. Whenever we get back in the building, don't know when that's going to be, but I've made a commitment to all of you that virtual church is not going anywhere. We're going to keep this format going because I want to make sure that you continue to be fed, that you continue to grow, that you continue to be challenged, that you continue to be developed in your life. And so this ain't going nowhere. I promise you that. And so I'm grateful for your efforts, and I'm grateful for your faithfulness and dedication and your commitment to time, talent, and treasure to our ministry. And again, I want to welcome you. If you've joined our ministry, I want to welcome you. We've got room for one more. We've got room for 10 more. And we would love to be a part of you, of your journey as you continue to grow and develop in the faith. All right. Listen, it's giving time. I want to challenge you to give. I want our moderators to put up our ways to give on the screen. I want to challenge all of you to give. I know it's the holiday season, but I certainly hope that you have not forgotten about the importance of giving. Tithes, offering. It's so critically important that you always remember God in your giving. And what is so powerful about God is this, that as you give to him, he always gives back to you. How? Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over. And so I want to challenge all of you to give. If this ministry has been a blessing to you, if this word has been a blessing to you, maybe you heard a word today that you really feel like you've got to sow into. God's trying to change your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions so that he can impact what it is that you manifest into your life. I want to challenge you to give today. The ways to give should be on the screen. I'll walk through them quickly, but I want to challenge you to give. Remember your tithes, remember your offering. Remember, even next week is our Super Seed Sunday, our $99 Seed Sunday, where every first Sunday we're giving a seed as a part of our capital campaign because we're really expecting God to do great things right here with our building efforts and things that we've got going on here. And so I want to challenge you to give. You can give via CashAPP at $REHABCCGIVE. That's CashAPP at $REHABCCGIVE. You can give through our website by visiting www.rehabcc.org. Again, that's www.rehabcc.org. Or you can text the word REHABWORKS. Text the word REHABWORKS to 88202. If you text REHABWORKS to 88202, right to your cell phone, you'll see some prompts. Follow the prompts, click the link, and you can just follow the steps and you can give that way. Again, I want to challenge you. Be a blessing to our ministry. I want to challenge you to remember your tithes, your offering, sow a special seed today. Maybe this message was exactly what you needed to end this year and to be prepared for the great year that is coming in 2021. So I want you to sow into this word today. And I promise you, if you do it, God's going to give back to you. Again, CashAPP, $REHABCCGIVE. That's $REHABCCGIVE. Our website, www.rehabcc.org. Again, that's www.rehabcc.org. And just simply choose online giving and follow the prompts. Or you can give from your cell phone by simply texting the word REHABWORKS. Text REHABWORKS to 88202. That's REHABWORKS to 88202. And follow the prompts on your phone. And you can be a blessing to our ministry in any of those ways. But I want to challenge you to give. Remember your tithes. Remember your offering today. Remember God with the first fruits of what it is that you have. And God again will bless you. How? Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over. He will send people to give to you the way that, in the ways that you've given back to him. All right. Listen, I love each of you. I want to wish you a happy new year in advance. We will be online for our virtual New Year's Eve experience. We will be online for our virtual New Year's Eve experience. That's one service that I actually completely forgot to mention earlier. We will be online for our virtual New Year's Eve experience, and we'll get some information out about that in the next day or so. And so I want to challenge you all to be there. Don't forget to join us for our virtual New Year's Eve service. And we may just continue this talk on manifestation. I tell you, this is powerful. I want to really enter into the year, really believing God to do some great things and I can't wait to see all of you there. All right. Again, no Life Study Tuesday. Thank you so much to our moderators that are putting these reminders up. No Life Study on Tuesday. You enjoy your family all week long. Enjoy the projects and the things that you have going on. And then we'll see you New Year's Eve night. We'll send some information, some details out about that. And then next Sunday, for the first Sunday of the year, Super Sunday. It's our $99 seed Super Sunday. And then next Tuesday for our vision board experience next Tuesday. It's going to be powerful. And I am so excited to be here. All right. Listen, I love each of you. Merry Christmas again to all of you. Happy holidays to you and your family. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your success. I'm praying that you have a tremendous week, a tremendously blessed week as you're wrapping up the year and really preparing yourself to receive everything that God has for you in the coming year. All right. I love each of you. I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you. I want you to have a fantastic week filled with love and miracles, and know that I love you. All right. Peace and blessings.
Thank you for watching the Rehab Christian Center live experience. If this broadcast has been a blessing to you and you would like to be a blessing to our leader, Dr. Zeb Talley III, you can sow a seed into his ministry by CashAPP at $Pastor ZT3. It is our prayer that this message of hope encouraged, enlightened, and empowered you to be better. Please tune in Tuesday at 7:08 p.m. for our life study experience. And as always, be blessed and have a wonderful week.